What's going on, guys? This is DropThisBox, and I hope all of you guys out there are having a fantastic day today. And today I want to talk about the Grinch, because the Grinch is one of my favorite specials to watch every Christmas season. I mean, I can't get through the Christmas season without watching the Grinch. The Grinch is pretty much one of those must-see specials that I have to watch every holiday season. I mean, I've been watching it ever since I was a little kid, so it's pretty much a given that I just need to watch it, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. And within this video itself, I pretty much just want to give my overall thoughts on the Grinch and also talk about that valuable life lesson that we also took from the Grinch as well when we learn the true meaning of Christmas. So if you guys have any thoughts of your own when it comes to the Grinch that you guys want to share with me, as always, be sure to let me know down below and we could talk about it. So the Grinch really starts off as someone who completely misses the point of Christmas. From his cave up on Mount Crumpet, all he can see is noise, chaos, and what looks like over-the-top materialism. I get it though. If you felt left out of something for so long, it's easy to look at it with bitterness. That's exactly where the Grinch is coming from. He doesn't see the joy or the love behind everything. To him, Christmas is just about loud songs, endless feasting, and piles of presents, and he wants no part of it. What really gets me is how convinced he is by stealing all the stuff, he can ruin the entire holiday. He thinks Christmas is just a collection of things, like trees, ornaments, gifts, and food. If he takes that away, then Christmas disappears, right? At least, that's how he sees it. And honestly, I think a lot of us can fall into that trap, thinking the holiday is only about what's under the tree or on the table. But what stands out to me is how much the Grinch is really just hurting on the inside. He's angry, sure, but it's not random. He comes from feeling excluded and unloved for so long. He's built this wall around himself and convinced himself that Christmas is the enemy, but deep down he's missing what it's all about: connection, kindness, and joy. That's why his transformation hits so hard later, which we will talk about. And at first, he's almost like a symbol for anyone who's lost sight of what Christmas truly means, or maybe never understood it in the first place. Watching his journey is like a wake-up call, not just for him, but for anyone who might need to step back and remember the real spirit of the season. I think the moment the Grinch realizes he's been wrong is one of the most powerful scenes in any Christmas story. After all his planning and scheming, he expects to wake up to silence and sadness in Whoville. Instead, he hears singing, joyful singing. That's when it finally clicks for him. Even without their presents and decorations, the Whos are still celebrating. And it's such a simple moment, but it completely changes everything for him. This is where the Grinch starts to understand what Christmas is really about. He sees that it isn't tied to material things, it's about the love and togetherness the Whos share. That realization catches him off guard, and honestly, I think it's because he's never experienced that kind of community before. For the first time, he's seeing the holiday through a completely different lens, and it's a game changer for him. What's amazing is how this moment also speaks to us. Let's face it, it's so easy to get caught up in the shopping, the planning, and the pressure to make everything perfect. But the Whos show us that none of that really matters. What matters is the people you're with and the joy you share, no matter the circumstances. I loved how this turning point doesn't just change the Grinch, it reminds us of what we might be forgetting too. It's a simple but powerful message. Christmas isn't something you can buy or wrap up. It's something you feel and share, and that's something no one could ever take away. The part where the Grinch decides to bring everything back is so heartwarming to me. It's not just about returning the presents or fixing his mistake. It's about him finally letting go of his bitterness and embracing the true spirit of Christmas. It's like he realizes he doesn't have to be an outsider anymore, and by bringing everything back, he's showing that he wants to be part of something bigger than himself. What I love most about this moment is how sincere it feels. The Grinch doesn't make any excuses or try to justify what he did, he just takes responsibility and makes things right. And the best part, the The Whos don't hold a grudge. They welcome him with open arms, which is such a beautiful example of forgiveness and kindness. This whole act of generosity is such a powerful reminder that it's never too late to change. The Grinch goes from someone who wants to destroy Christmas to someone who helps make it even more special. It's not about grand gestures or over-the-top apologies, it's about being humble, honest, and willing to grow. And by the end, the Grinch becomes such a hopeful figure. He shows us that no matter how far off track you've gone, there's always a way back. All it takes is opening your heart and putting others first, which is really what the spirit of Christmas is all about. I think what makes How the Grinch Stole Christmas such a timeless story is how it speaks to everyone. It's not just about the Grinch, it's about all of us. The story challenges us to think about what Christmas really means, whether we've let the material side of it take over. I know I've had moments where I got so wrapped up in the holiday rush that I forgot to focus on what's most important. The Grinch's journey is such a great reminder that the real joy of Christmas comes from the love and connections we share. It's not about the perfect gifts or decorations, it's about creating memories and spreading kindness. That's what makes the season so special, and that's what the Whos show us in such a simple and beautiful way. For me, this story also highlights how powerful the Christmas spirit can be. It has the ability to heal, bring people together, and even transform someone like the Grinch, who was so set in his ways. That's what makes the holiday so magical. It's not just about the big moments, it's about the little acts of love and generosity that can make such a huge difference. And by the end of the story, I always feel like it's challenging me to carry that spirit beyond Christmas. The kindness, forgiveness, and sense of community that the Whos show aren't just for the holidays, they're things we can bring into our lives every single day. And honestly, isn't that the real takeaway? So when I watched The Grinch for the very first time all those years ago, watching the special itself helped me really understand the true meaning of Christmas. Because as a kid, obviously, you're not going to look like super deep into these things like we do now as we get older. But, you know, just looking at what transpires within this special itself, where you see the Grinch actually understanding what the true meaning of Christmas is, you know, it's just very heartwarming. As I went over within this video, it just really brings you to a very special place where you're like, you know what? I can push everything to the side. All that really matters is I have my friends and family and all my close loved ones around me to celebrate that holiday season, because that's all that really matters. Because nowadays, when I look at Christmas, I look at it where it's like this. I get to see my girlfriend that I love with all my heart. I get to spend a lot of time with my friends and family. It's just that whole spirit of Christmas that just truly brings us together. And that's something that I will always love about the Grinch. So if you guys have any thoughts of your own when it comes to the Grinch that you guys want to share with me, when it comes to your own personal experience with the Grinch, any certain moment from the Grinch that you guys want to share with me, any favorite characters, whatever it may be, be sure to let me know all about it in the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. If you guys want to follow your boy on social media, be sure to check out my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook. All the links to my social media are located in the description below. Be sure to click on that bell for notifications so you guys are notified whenever I drop a video on the channel. But other than that, I hope all the guys are having a fantastic day, wherever the day may be, if it's the daytime, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.